Good morning, and thanks so much for tuning into the Trade Setup. I'm Neeraj Shah. It's Monday morning. It's a packed week. It's also a week wherein we'll hear from the Fed, so it's an important one to monitor. Now, what did the U.S. markets do? First, a quick recap of what happened. Right, the S&P 500 held on to its gains, driven by technology stocks in the Friday session ahead of this Fed decision as well. It was little changed in midday trading after tech and mega cap shares pared back some of the earlier gains. But the key thing is that the S&P 500 is now surpassed a 20% gain from the October lows on Thursday, following gains in the tech stocks, which means that it is technically in a bit of a bull market. So bear that in mind. The other cues are okay. I mean, no big changes out there in the dollar index or the VIX or even the 10-year yield. So no big changes there. But there's a lot of global news flow. So Vladimir Putin says that Russia will place nuclear weapons in Belarus in July. That's something. By the way, US has admitted that China has a large base in Cuba, and lots of geopolitical news flow over the weekend. Copper has climbed as worries over low inventories now come back into focus. All extended losses on demand woes. Goldman Sachs has cut outlook again. I think the year-end target is now $90 a barrel. And crypto markets slump as US regulatory crackdown spooks investors. Now, the key out here is that they slumped uh, closer to the weekend. Bitcoin went to nearly 25,500. From there, this morning, it's about 26 odd thousand. So it's kind of trying to recover some of the losses. But the broader end of the crypto markets, the Matics of the world, really had a sharp knockdown, down about 11-12%. So that's to be borne in mind. By the way, there's a severe cyclone Biparjoy, which is going to hit India and the Pakistan borders on Thursday. So I think we need to be prepared for that. From what I recollect hearing on the podcast, the Kutch and the Porbandar areas will get impacted badly. So let's wait for that, and hopefully we hope that the damage is not very high. If anything, we hope that it's a passing storm and it doesn't impact um, any shores, even Pakistan at all. So let's just cross fingers for that. So that's the news flow. We've told you what the US markets did. The SGX Nifty indicates a slightly positive start. So you might have about a third of a percent in the green. So 18,661. Do watch out for that. Now, the problem is that despite positive cues last week, Thursday and Friday, Indian markets witnessed profit booking at higher levels. And we may have a start again in the green, but does it get sold into is the key question. I would suspect that when looking at reading, for example, what Sikhi Narayan says, or looking at quant indicators, or talking to some of the other technical analysts or screen readers, it does look heavy. Let's wait and watch. If it breaks some key levels and goes below, what might lead this, right? Tech continues to see some short build-up since the last 1 week, and therefore that's the pocket that could be corrective. Remember, in Friday's session too, Infosys was the top loser on the indices. So tech is certainly looking weak and remains a key spot of bother. If indeed the market were to do a pullback move, what analysts or what experts say may stand out are industrials and select BFSI stocks. So those are the pockets which are likely to going to be the counters to a market pullback. You want to play short, maybe look at tech. You want to play long in a falling market as well. Maybe look at industrials and select BFSI stocks, because that's where the profit pools seem to be the most visible. Now, that's for the broader setup per se. You also might look at sugar continue to do well, the railway stocks doing okay, select pharma not doing okay. So that's the broader trend from a sectoral perspective. Now, what about stocks to monitor in the session today? It's a long list today. I obviously can't cover everything. So, for example, I haven't given Vedanta on the coal block win. I think it won a coal block, if I'm not wrong, and I'll just pull up the news once. But yep, that's the uh, key really when it comes to Vedanta. I'll read out the news and then move on to this list that uh, I believe we should be talking about. But in the case of Vedanta, I'm just trying to pull this up. It's playing tricks with me. Uh, yeah, the company's emerged as the highest bidder for Block 7 of the Kudnam mineral block in an online bid. Uh, don't quite know how important this is. Now, to the ones which are important and will definitely react. So, Titagar Wagons is a preferential allotment to Capital Group at rupees 380 per share. It's raised about 288 crores because of this allocation. The investor is small cap world fund, but it's a part of the capital group, where most certainly Titagar Wagons will have a positive reaction to this. Remember, they've been talking about strong business and preferential allotment at such a high price. To most investors would anyways evoke reaction. The fact that it is happening to the capital group is actually very strong. So I would suspect that Titagar Wagons could well be one of the stocks of the day today. Go Fashion, CNBC TV 18 and Business Standard say that Sequoia will sell about 10.2% stake in Go Fashion. So do watch out for Go Fashion today. Might have a bit of a reaction. Then the pharma export data, which has come out via IIFL, and I just thought we should bring it to you. So if this is too small, just hear me out. Don't bother reading it. Syngene has shown exceptional growth. Month on month, 54%. Year on year, 418%. Zydus, year on year, 83% growth. Month on month, 21%. There is strength in Dr. Reddy's, JB Pharma, and Lupin as well. So these are the names which have done well. Very interestingly, the generic exporters are doing very well. So that is to be kept in mind. What is not doing well are the CDMO API players. So maybe CDMO is doing well, but API is not. But Laurus, Divi's, Gland continue to sell. Look at those numbers for a Laurus. More importantly, Divi's. 50% YOY contraction, 16% month-on-month contraction. Not a great month. Uh, Gland Pharma, 6% YOY, 21% Q month-on-month contraction. Not a great month either. Laurus has optimism maybe month-on-month, but not that great YOY, 24% down. So even Suven Pharma, 16% YOY, 24% month-on-month. So those set of stocks look weak. The others look strong. This is the export data for the month of May as per an IFL note. Just thought should bring it to you. Maharashtra Seamless could do well. A voluntary prepayment of borrowings of rupees 234 crores. The prepayment results in the company becoming completely debt-free as per the release. The company cited high order book and strong liquidity positions, giving comfort with the prepayment of loan action. And remember, this is the second instance of voluntary prepayment in the last 8 or 9 odd months for Maharashtra Seamless. Certainly a stock that may do well. And TVS Motor Company, I'm not 100% sure, but well, the subsidiary, I believe, TVS Credit Services has raised equity capital of 480 crores from Premji Invest. Premji Invest will do further investments as well, and in total hold about 9.7% stake after the additional round. So maybe TVS Motors could be in focus. Some price and volume buzzers should be kept in mind. So India Cements, HAL, Manappuram Finance, Delta Corp, pretty strong price, pretty strong volume action. Look at that delivery percentages compared to, or rather the volumes relative to the weekly averages, right? India Cements, 5 times the weekly average volumes on Friday. HAL, 3 times the weekly average volumes, and good price action. And hence, these are names that you should keep in mind when you're trying to look at what is to be traded. There is a trading recommendation from ICICI Securities on Power Grid. They say that they expect the stock to continue its positive momentum and test 255 levels. Power stocks are finding fresh traction according to ISEC. The long OI is almost unchanged despite stock witnessing some profit booking in the May series. The recent pickup led by delivery-based buying and substantial writing seen in OTM strikes, which should limit downsides according to ISEC. So a lot of derivative analysis done in this call. Do watch out. ISEC recommendations, please do your own due diligence. They recommend, they believe that a target of 255 can be reached here. Couple of block deals, Birla Jute and Industries, SocGen has bought about 3.9 lakh shares, 0.5% of the company at 1188. And CMS Infosystems, the large deal that happened, multiple people have got into it, including SBIMF, IIFLMF, but I thought 2 names were interesting. Adia has bought 20 lakh shares, 1.3%. ValueQuest, Ravi Dharamshi's ValueQuest Investment Advisors has bought about 10 lakh shares, about 0.65%. So that's to be monitored as well. Now, I'm sure I'm missing something, so I'm just trying to do a quick roundup of something else that we haven't given thus far. Star Health. Yeah, I mean, the former CEO and executive chairman has resigned, so not a big deal. Zydus has other positive news. It's received the US FDA approval for a drug to treat stomach ulcers. And of course, remember I showed the monthly data. So that's to be watched out for. So Zydus Wellness certainly in focus. Cochin Shipyard and Avental have had some small wins. So maybe those stocks also stay in focus. The India inflation and the IIP data will be released today. So that is to be uh, kept in mind. Um, yeah, not, I mean, we've spoken about the pharma sectors, right? Oh, yes, steel companies. Tisco and JSW Steel, they've taken a price hike for auto contracts. So that is to be watched out for. ET's reported this, so that is certainly kept in mind. Yep, these are a few names that I'll certainly watch out for. Thanks so much for tuning into the Trade Setup, viewers. Have a great day ahead. Clutch of conversations. A smart investor, Bhaven Shah of Samik Shah, would be joining us on Talking Point. So we'll talk about some specific bottom areas, hopefully with him. Trading conversations with Vaishali Parekh and Mayuresh Joshi at 11 and 3:15 p.m. today. And we're trying to get a clutch of management conversations going during the course of the day. Do stay tuned to our lives on BQ Prime. Thanks so much for tuning into the Trade Setup.